In this vast universe, I have recognized the biggest truth. I will always have more questions than I do answers, and among those questions stands love. Now, I am well acquainted with the February sort of love, the kisses and the handholds, and I have slowly drifted from the lips and hands I so ceremoniously kissed and held. I am swimming now, and I see you swimming too, gracefully paddling with our feet until the waves settle in defeat. And in these waters are sharks, and I am so afraid of these sharks, and I am so afraid of what I cannot see, all because I am also well acquainted with darkness. In the last 30 days, I learned little compared to the last 3. I learned I can swim, and when I stop, the shore will bring me back. So I swim because I see a light, which is bouncing off of my skin, and my skin is starting to glow now too. And I see many swimming, and among them, there is you. And while I doggy paddle because nobody ever taught me how to dive, I know no matter how fast my fragile frame shakes the waves, unless the waves pull me toward you, I continue to swim toward a more promising abyss. I swim toward a light, just as blinding as the darkness beneath me. And the reason I swim is an answer I do know. I swim so I do not sink, for there's turbulence in the surface, but there's nothing underneath. And I would much rather die knowing pure love, the sort of love that lets you float away, than to live in the comfort of sinking sand. So dear God, I will never stop swimming toward your heart. For the sun is rising now, and he gave me the sweetest kiss on the forehead. As my eyes tenderly blinked, the next thing they see is the remains of a bed with unfixed sheets. Now I remain, choosing not to sink, unknowing of whether I am drawing closer to the horizon or the stinging shore behind me, unknowing of whether the blinding light that is caressing me is just another hue of darkness I had never seen. Regardless, there is love in me, shimmering like the sand that made its way between the cracks of my feet. With this light I swim, for there is hope, I repeat. There is hope. Follow me.